Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, we're going to be looking at listing category pages for the Canvas starter site. So this is going to be part of the 101, the educational series for the Canvas starter site. We're also going to look at the enhanced listing category permalinks add-on that just dropped. These two items work hand in hand, and I'm going to show you this on the live Canvas starter site. Okay, so to get started, let me pull out my build notes for the Canvas starter site and we'll run through those. To get to those, we go to the MyListing Club website. That's mylisting.club. Scroll down the home page just a bit and click into the starter sites card. We're then going to click on the Explore button and then click into the Canvas card. We're then going to scroll down to the intro, build, and educational videos section here. And we're going to look for the listing category pages section. So we're going to expand that toggle there, and we're going to go through this together, and then we'll look at the Canvas starter site, like I said. Listing category pages. These pages are essential for SEO, search engine optimization, and the overall user experience. They keep users on your website and give them proper pathways to find category-specific content. Highly custom permalinks. While MyListing offers some flexibility with the permalink structures and automation of that structure, from an SEO standpoint, there are still shortcomings. If you want to specify a parent-child taxonomy relationship in MyListing URLs, you're out of luck without a custom solution. That's one of the reasons why I partnered with Permalink Manager Pro, and I'm able to include and license a copy of that plugin with the starter site. Also, if you are a managed MyListing or a MyListing website care client of mine, you can get a copy of this plugin. Enhanced listing category permalinks. By default, anytime a user clicks on a listing category icon or name within the listing preview card of a MyListing website, they are taken to an Explore page. So let me show you what I mean by that. Here is the main MyListing demo. And let's say someone clicks on the category name or the category icon within a listing preview card. What's going to happen is it's going to take us to an Explore page, and it's going to filter by listings that fall under that category. This is not good for SEO. Main reason is because the content is so thin here. There is very little to no content. This has no SEO value really to you. It's not good for the user experience overall. What you could and should be doing is sending them to category pages, which opens up a world of opportunities for you, not only from an SEO standpoint, but from an advertising standpoint, if you want to drop ads in there, and a lot of other functionality, because it opens up the doors to use Elementor Pro or whatever other content tools you want to use to really boost those category pages. All right. So I'm going to show you a better way of doing this. Like I said, anytime someone clicks on the name or the icon, they're going to be taken to that Explore page. Since Explore pages have extremely thin content, therefore limited SEO value, there are better approaches. Again, Permalink Manager Pro comes into play along with the enhanced listing category permalinks add-on for MyListing. There's a mouthful. So that is a new add-on that just dropped from the club. They have been implemented on this starter site and actually all starter sites to address this issue. This solution combo lets you get granular with your permalinks and automate that process, allowing you to set up custom category page links, which is critical for SEO and provides a better user experience. So I'm going to show you that here in a second on the actual starter site. Miscellaneous highlights. I've designed and implemented a category page, and here are some of the general highlights. H1 heading is dynamically replaced by the page title, e.g. business and financial, which you'll see in a second. H2 through H6 headings, the page title is dynamically added and strategically placed, e.g. business and financial services. And now that I say that, probably makes sense for me to actually show you this. So let me go and show you that. We'll go back to this first one here. So the H1 heading is dynamically replaced by the page title. So if I go to the Canvas site, I'm actually going to show you this real quick, how it works. If we click on, let's say, expert here, that's going to take us to our Explore page, sort by our expert listings. Now, I showed you what happened on the demo. I'm going to show you what happens now on this site. So business and financial here is the category for this listing. So when I click that, instead of reloading the Explore page, what it has now done is taken us to, it's given us our proper SEO structure and our permalink, our URL. We've now got a custom page that we're looking at here. That can be built out any way you want. You saw, I mentioned ads. You could drop ads in there now. Whatever you want to do. Like this is totally up to you what you want to do here. The only thing this got me a little pause here is this isn't actually how it's going to look. This is my testing site for Canvas, so I'm going to pull up the actual Canvas site here for this part. The template has changed, so that's why I want to show you this. So click on business and financial, which is the category, and here we go. It's pretty much the same. It didn't make sense to have the weather widget in there and a couple other things. So this is actually what it's going to look like. I just need to update that on my Canvas test site. Okay, but anyway, back to what I was trying to say here was, we're going through the highlights. The H1 heading is dynamically replaced or set, if you want to use that terminology, dynamically set by the page title. So the page title is business and financial, so that's automatically going to populate. H2 through H6 headings, the page title is dynamically added and strategically placed. Okay, so for example, business and financial services. So if we come here and we go to this is the H2 right here. So we see business and financial is the page title that's automatically injected in front of the word services. Okay, and that's all done in the template. If you're not familiar with Elementor dynamic tags, I'll let you Google that, but it allows you to dynamically insert text. Okay. Moving on down, SEO-friendly heading assignment. So anywhere that I have a heading assignment in this template, they are going to be ordered in the correct order. H1, as you go down through the page, you get your H2s, H3, H4, H5, H6, that sort of thing. Okay, so those are all laid out in an SEO-friendly manner. Listing feeds that are dynamically populated with category-specific listings. So in here, each of these feeds, this feed and this feed, are set up to pull from that particular category, which you can see here, business and financial, and business and financial. Listing feed designs are pulled from the Canvas Listing Previews CSS package. So in this particular case, this is these cards have a unique look. So if you haven't watched my videos for this, I would check those out. But yeah, these have a different look than what you're typically used to seeing, because I had a client that wanted to really showcase like professionals and like really focus on a headshot on their listing preview cards. So that's how those look like that. All right, and I've got a link here, excuse me, for how you can get to those listing preview CSS packages down here. These are you just need one package, light or dark, and it's going to apply the styling regardless of whether it's this style, or if we go here and we look at businesses, for example, or it's this style, either one. Okay, what else can I show you or tell you about the highlights? MyListing's listing feed widgets have design flaws by default, and I've fixed those with a combination of CSS, which is that listing previews CSS package I mentioned, and the Elementor listing feed widget. So whether it was the CSS package or whether it was within the Elementor widget itself, just adjusting margins and padding and some other settings, that's how this all looks the way that it does, because there are some shortcomings. I don't know if they've been there all along. I think it's since the introduction of Elementor containers. I need to circle back with the developers and point this out to them. But long story short, I have fixed the design flaws by hand. All right. Moving on down, CTA is calls to action. I've designed variations for you to pick from. The CTA titles are partially created using the site title. So again, we're pulling in dynamic data, which in this case is the site title. This comes from the WordPress dashboard, settings, general, and site title, which is dynamically added and strategically placed. For example, Canvas deal. So if I go back to this page, we see the word Canvas in here. So that's what I'm doing is dynamically populating the site title into these cards. So that's all I'm trying to say there. Also, even though the Canvas small CTA is the only CTA with a background image assigned, I have created a placeholder images for each CTA size. Thus, those who want to assign an image to these CTAs will know exactly what size to use. So I'm gonna go back here. This one right here is the only one that has an image. You can see it in the background. It's a placeholder image. But regardless, once you get into the back end, you'll see that I've created placeholder images for all of these. So you'll know the exact size, because these are different size, right? All of these are different size, but I've given you the dimensions. You'll see that easily once you get into the media library. Okay, I'll quickly show you that. Let's see. So here's the media library, and then these are organized by folder, so you can easily find what you're looking for there. Region page, in this case, is where these are going to be, because this is the category page is very similar to the region page. So what I'll do after this video is I'll create another folder here and place some similar images in here, so Okay, but for anybody out there that is familiar with the region permalinks add-on, region pages, it's the same exact concept. It's just now we're targeting categories. All right. Okay. Region icon lists. I created, whereas with the region pages, I created what was called destination, like a destination section. I created a district section for the category pages. Used Elementor's icon list widgets to add columns of clickable links. The idea here is to link to region pages or other areas of the website that help the user experience. So if we go to the bottom of this page, the category page, you'll see top businesses and financial districts. Again, the idea here is, and you don't have to use this, you can remove it, do whatever you want with it, but the idea is you want to keep the user experience, their flow, their journey through your site going, keep them on your site, keep them going where you want them to go. So the idea is to link to like top regions, for your particular site, get them on those pages, which are great for SEO as well. Get them looking around there and just keep people flowing through your site, get them staying on your site rather than them leaving, all right? Keep them in there. Bulk category page creation, similar to the region pages. If you want to add listing category pages in bulk, it's easy to do with LPagery. It's a bulk page creator. This is a partner of the club. But chances are most people can get away with the free version, as I covered here. And there's a link to a video where I show you how to easily create pages in bulk, regardless of whatever page type that you want to do. But in that particular video, I tackled regions, and the same exact process would be for category pages. Okay, recent post block. That is just to say here that this block right here is currently configured for blog posts. But once you get in there, you can configure it for whatever you want, listings, blog posts by a certain category, which in this case is probably what I would do. But just whatever you want to do here. This is designed, ready for you to go, ready for you to pull in whatever you want to pull in, whatever content you want to pull in. And then here are some links to, there's a light and a dark mode template for this category page, which we're going to look at. And then completing the overall solution, as I mentioned, the listing previews, CSS packages, light or dark mode, the contact form pop-up, that actually comes in, which I've skipped over here. One of these CTAs here calls a pop-up form. So if you want to use this, you'll need to get that template, but there you go. And I say here in the actual CTA that, hey, this is going to open the contact form. Obviously, you want to change that button to be something more meaningful for your own site. But when you click that, there you go. All right, guys, that is that. So let's pull up the actual template here. And the only thing I want to really show you in here, just really, really quick, is the dark mode version. Let's see if I actually have it. I bet you I don't have it on the, yeah, I don't have it on this one. So let me quickly log into the actual Canvas starter site. Sometimes when creating these test sites, I forget to copy over the exact information. So I'll do that after this video. No worries though, since we're not making any changes to the Canvas site and we're just in view only, then I don't mind looking at the actual live site. Okay, templates and listing category dark mode. And then we will look at the actual, how these things are built possibly. We'll see here. All right, so here's dark mode. Again, ignore these large headings here. That's obviously not going to be what you see on your website, your actual website. That's just how the Elementor templates work. But yeah, so I want you to see the dark mode here. One of the things you'll notice is that these don't look perfect. They look great, but they don't look perfect because we don't have the dark mode CSS package enabled right now. So that's, if you've watched any of my other videos, it's just a matter of going into WP Codebox and toggling on that snippet, dark mode snippet, and you're good to go. But by and large, this looks great already. Okay, what else can I show you? While we're in here, we can look at the mobile responsiveness. Again, one more time, please ignore the large, these lengthy page titles. That's not going to be in there when on your actual site. So just ignore that. But this all looks good on mobile. Cool. Okay. So now what I wanted to show you is, so you've got the starter site, right? Or you're trying to replicate this. And when you come in the back end, you're going to see one page that I've created for you, business and financial. This is the same content, same design, everything of the listing category page. It's just I've created one for you because I don't know what your categories are going to be. I don't know how you want to structure this stuff. What you could do here is, you see it's at the root of your site. What you could do is come in here and you could nest this. So you could create a new page called, so let's do that we'll do this on the test site. So we see here business and financial again is at the root. You could come in here and you could do a new page. We'll just call this experts for now. Create a page called experts, publish this, go back to our pages and refresh. And then now that we've got that page, we could then edit this business and financial page and set the parent page to be our experts page. Looks like I already created one in there. So, but you get the idea. Let me get rid of one of these. So that's the good one. And then actually see, let me do this a different way. Let's call this, I'm just going to call this category, parent category page. Just, I don't want to get confused with the other experts page I have, just for the sake of this video. So then let me go back in here and we'll do, let me refresh my screen. Yeah, see, this shouldn't have been in there, and the reason is because I'm doing this is because I have actually an Explore page. Sorry, I can't talk. An Explore page called Experts. So let me just get rid of this page. And that would have worked. I just don't want to confuse people and for this video. So okay, so we're back to where we were, business and financial. I created a page called parent categories. We'll call this, let's call this parent category page. All right, so now let's go back to business and financial, quick edit that, change the parent to, sure, parent category page there, refresh our dashboard. Okay, so all of that, sorry, to say that whatever you want to name like your parent category page, you can then nest these other categories underneath there, okay? So that's just a way of, organizing things. Obviously, when you view that page on the front end, let's go here and let me clear this out. You won't need to do this yourself because this will all just work, but I need to update that permalink structure. There we go. So this is what it's going to look like, is whatever you name that parent category page, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it categories if you want, whatever you need to do there. But that's going to be here in that part of the permalink, the slug, and then business and financial. Okay, but one of my points here is I want to show you that it works. It's great. However granular you want to get, this page is going to come up here. Okay. So that's how you can do that. And let's say you want to create multiple category pages. You could just duplicate this. So I'm just going to right click on here, duplicate this. I'm going to call this, we'll call this healthcare. Okay. Publish that. And our parent, because we cloned it, our parent page is already set. We're good to go. We can edit this with Elementor. Look quickly while that loads. We'll look in the back end here and we see that under our parent category page, whatever you want to call that on your own site, we start to see that our category pages are building here. Okay, let's go back to this page. I am not sure why that is loading that way. That is weird. Here, let me get out of that. That is weird. Let's check, just make sure, see that this one's still okay. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Okay, let's go back in here. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, here's one thing that we can do. Let's actually go back in there. Let's just delete all of the content. Maybe it's something to do with the way that I duplicate pages there. So I'm just going to delete all of the content from this page. I'm then going to edit my business and financial page. This is a trick if you've never seen this before. Okay, and then I'm going to come down here to this blank area, the bottom of the page, right click and say copy all content. Go back into that healthcare page and paste it. There we go. I don't know, something with that duplicate got screwed up. So, all right, so there we go. So now we've got our healthcare page. When I refresh this, that name of that title of the page is going to refresh. It's going to say healthcare. Boom, there we go. And so now that we've done that, we see that this other stuff has started to flow through. Again, ignore some of this. Some of this is, I just haven't updated the Canvas testing site with the correct template. So this is kind of like the old region template, but you get the idea here. So all I did, you just clone the page. However it is that you clone or duplicate your pages, I need to look at what my duplicate method is, how that's going wonky. But you'll see here that the title is just automatically injected into here. Your site title is in here. So once you duplicate the page, it's just a matter of then updating the content, updating the feeds to be for that particular category, update this post widget to be whatever you want it to be. You get the idea. You just tailor it for your particular needs. Okay, and you just do that over and over again. And some people will say, Ryan, when is the right time to start building these? And my advice there is to start building them. You can get them ready to go. Like if you have like a few regions that, or sorry, not regions. I'm getting these confused, the regions, because they're so similar. if you know like a particular category on your website for your business is going to be, it's going to be popular right off the bat with your listings. I would start creating these ahead of time, get them ready to go, get them out there as soon as possible. But mainly when you start having enough listings to show there, you don't want to show this page with, no listings, right? You want some listings to get in there. All right. So you can have these pages ready to go, like I said, for your most popular categories or the categories you anticipate being the most popular. Once you start getting listings onboarded into your platform, then you launch these pages. Okay. That's when I would do it. That's when it would make sense, because the whole idea here is, for SEO is to provide helpful content. That is one of the things that Google really looks for these days is helpful content, not just to fill these pages with garbage and just ads and, helpful content is what you want. Just to put yourself in the shoes of someone using your website. What would you want to see? You don't want to just go to a page that just has nothing but ads and nothing's helpful, really. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you found this video useful, and I will catch you in the next one.